Hello everyone, Dan here with Indie Drop. Today I am taking a very special look at the pre-alpha demo for Omno. Now, Omno is developed by Jonas Manke. It is up on Kickstarter right now, I believe, with some time left to spare. So if you're at all interested in these puzzle platformer type games, Omno is definitely for you. Now, Omno will take you through a variety of different areas, like lush forests, frigid tundras, deserts, and even a civilization up in the clouds or something like that. Agnia Plateau is the first encounter here. You play as this character, or mage-looking character that, yeah, he kind of just carries around a staff and owns it like Gandalf. Oh, that checkpoint sound effect is so soothing, and so is this music. It's just so great. Like, just take a minute to admire the foggy-like atmosphere. It's very desolate, and the music definitely goes along with it, as it's serene and peaceful, and really begs for a mystery, you could say. So anyway, let's go ahead and dash over here. I love that dash ability. I did play the demo a little bit beforehand just to get like an idea of what it would be, as I am playing on mouse and keyboard. I don't typically use mouse and keyboard, but honestly this game plays very well with mouse and keyboard. So yeah, I just figured I would play with mouse and keyboard. Again, I'm a gamepad kind of guy. I'm not sure what it is. Actually, I do know what it is. I grew up on gamepad, so mouse and keyboard is a little foreign to me. Right now, I am looking for some of these explorer stones. These explorer stones also give me this energy. You have this stomp ability to burst open those rocks and, of course, scare away some of these crab-like creatures. They almost remind me of, like, Dweeble from Pokemon. And, of course, that's not the only bit of wildlife that you will encounter in these worlds. You'll encounter a handful of very unique characters and animals. Actually, you know, that didn't trigger those guys' name. I wonder if I walk over to that other spot, it will trigger. So one thing about the camera is it does kind of point out hints. So it'll take you away and it will focus on a particular point. See right there. Okay. Lumabees is what those guys are called. So you will discover a handful of different animals in these worlds, or in this world in particular, I guess. See, like those ones are called lapicrabs. But as I was mentioning before about the camera, it will kind of focus in on specific points and point out, it'll point out like hints on where to go and or specific items and such, which is really cool. These shoobs are oddly cute. They make a very high-pitched squeal noise, which I think is hilarious. And shoobs, man, what do you get when you put a noob that you just can't get rid of? And or would you want to say around these guys? Shoobs. Shoo, you noob. I guess that's what I would put together. Terrible joke, I know. Bear with me. There are plenty of those to come around. Not really. I won't. This is more of a professional first look, as I just want to admire how well done this pre-alpha demo was. This is pre-alpha, and I kid you not, this is so freaking smooth. It's unreal. And it's funny because it was made in Unreal, I believe, as well. I think that's why they named the software Unreal, because it's seriously unreal. It's so great. So I'm going for that little orb there. In order to do that, you have to kind of skillfully get up on these pillars. There we go. Now this is sort of unknown to me, as you can kind of see that glyph did light up. Jumping from high heights will of course make you flop straight on your face, which is hilarious. Do have to say, all of these sound effects are amazing. Even the little plants kind of just extracting, or not extracting, but I guess being scared and I don't know, what would you call that? Just kind of sucking themselves in to get away from predators or something. So there is 2 Explorer Stones down. I do wonder with those plants, because it kind of reminds me of like No Man's Sky, where you will discover different plant types as well, or have to discover different plant types. So I'm going to go over towards that glyph. I do need to gather more energy in order to progress into the demo a little bit more. Will forewarn you, this is a pretty short demo, but honestly, I am satisfied with what this demo has to offer, to be honest. And it really makes me excited to see the future for this game. You will be able to read glyphs in the final game. There is our 3rd Explorer Stone. Alright, now with that said, burst over here. I'm using the mouse a lot. Let's see if I can just not use it. I actually do think you can't, or you can't avoid using the mouse is what I mean. So we're gonna grab that. Place it right there. Although I will maybe want to use the mouse for this. Yeah, actually I do think it's impossible to not use the mouse, because you do need to use it for the dashing ability and such. Oh, you know what? Sorry. Almost forgot. I gotta grab this guy. I love the particle-like effects that kind of feather off of the staff. Lift. Solid. Another one of the checkpoints. Man, I cannot get over that sound. Okay. Let's jump on these floating platforms. Almost didn't make that. Another checkpoint. So, say for instance, I did fall off of one of those platforms, which I did at some point, of course not recording, luckily, but if you do fall off, those checkpoints come in handy, as once you hit that checkpoint, if you fall off perchance, you go right back to that checkpoint. So the checkpoints, I feel, are very generous. At least in this area. They might not be in other areas, but who knows? Oh, I didn't notice that before, but you can see that big antler type animal sitting there in the background. He doesn't really move too much. At least he doesn't really take any steps anywhere. But he does make some steady-like motions. Kind of looks around. Wonder what he's looking for. Or if he's waiting for someone. And then, of course, you have those little flyers in the air there as well. Such cool animals. And I wonder what they are named. Because I don't think you encounter them at all in this demo. Other than, of course, just by looking at them. Alright, my friends. You are in for a treat. Seriously, one of the coolest abilities in a game ever. And it's smooth as freaking butter. It's unreal. I'm going to keep saying that. Unreal. Because it literally is unreal at just how good this game looks pre-alpha demo. I'm not going to get over it. So let's move a little bit forward here. Perfect. Unfortunately, finding all of the Explorer Stones does nothing at this point. But I'd imagine that if you do find all the Explorer Stones in a given area, you will unlock something of some sort, whether it be an ability or progression towards the story, you name it. I wonder what those animals have in significance to the game and story. So yeah, that was the demo. That is the pre-alpha demo for Omno. Make sure you go to playomno.com. Give this guy some support. I believe the game is successfully funded, but you guys really got to check this out for yourselves. I am just blown away by everything. Luckily, the demo is not completely over with. I am able to show you the surfing ability, which is really dope. Let me get up here. It's over here. Is there anything else over here? Actually, you know, it's funny because I haven't actually gone over here. Nope, go. I love that so much. It's so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna work my way over to these rings. You do want to get some action going in those rings. Let's, can I? Nope. Can't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna walk, which is no big deal. Everybody loves walking, right? Not everyone can ride on their staff, though. There we go. The controls are a little odd because you have to hold like shift with your pinky. I bet it's a bit easier on the gamepad. Oh, that's so much fun. Perfect. I do love that ability also to joust towards specific points. When they are given, of course. When you're in the air. It's just something that gives that platforming edge. I've never seen, or played rather, a game with platforming type elements such as this, and I have fallen in love with it. I think it's so cool, and again, if it wasn't this smooth, I would probably be on the weary side of it, but just because it is so smooth. I had to do that again. Just because it is so smooth, I can't get over it. So, anyway, I know I'm kind of just walking around jabbering on about the game, so go do something. Go to kickstarter.playomno.com. Give this guy some support. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment, and of course, subscribe if you could. I would love you forever if you did. Thank you so much for joining me on this pre-alpha demo first look of Omno. We will catch you all next time.